What is up, everybody? Here from Destin, Florida. So today we are going to go on another wonderful adventure. And that, my friends, we are going to visit some of the filming locations from the movie Jaws 2. But first, had to make a quick stop because I became aware of some very valuable knowledge that a boat that was used in a couple scenes from the film Jaws 2 is actually right here in Destin Harbor. We're going to go take a look at it. We're going to keep our distance to private property. We're not going to touch it or go on it, anything like that. But this boat is called the Aquanaut, and it was featured in the film, so let's go check it out. So this boat right here is called the Aquanaut. That's on the sign right here. Featured in Jaws 2. That's a pretty cool history. Standing right next to a boat that was in one of my favorite shark movies. Hey guys, now we are going to be at the Spring Hill Suites Marriott in Navarre Beach, Florida. This was the original site of the Holiday Inn Holidome, which was used for the hotel scenes in the film Jaws 2. It also served as a production headquarters for the film producers and directors and the actors while they were filming the movie Jaws 2. So there's nothing left of the original building. Unfortunately, it was destroyed by Hurricane Ivan in 2004, so they built the Spring Hill Suites on the exact grounds that the original hotel had set on. So let's go take a look around and see what we can find. So right about in this vicinity here, I'm assuming in this open area, these were remnants of the old hotel were actually stood. See, there's nothing left. But in the film, in the film Jaws 2, specifically in the scene where Chief Brody's character is driving up in his Jeep to the hotel, this is kind of the area he's kind of driving up in, because you see these hills kind of in the background where he's driving. Not quite sure of the exact angling of it, movie magic, but this was the Holiday Inn scene, what's left of it. So, but anyways, let's go on to the next location, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the site of another important scene from the film Jaws 2. And this is the climax scene of the film, known popularly as Cable Junction. If you recall, if you've ever watched the movie Jaws 2, towards the end of the film, Chief Brody once again has a showdown with the shark. He's saving a bunch of kids that got, I don't know what you call it, shipwrecked, boat wrecked, in distress. One of them being his own son. And they all try to get to this little island. It's like Cable Junction Island. It's like a utility island of sorts. And that's where the final showdown with Chief Brody and the shark happens. Well, that scene, I want you to remember this tower here. This tower you're going to see in the background of this scene. And that's going to make sense in here just momentarily. Just stick with me. So if you remember this tower, it's in the backdrop, in the background of the Cable Junction scene in the film Jaws 2. Now directly in front of this tower, you can see the beach out in front of me here. But right out there, probably about a half a mile, they had this artificial island they built. I don't know, I think it was made out of styrofoam, don't quote me on that, but it was made just for the film. And a funny story, during the production of the film, I don't know if it was during a storm or high winds, this island broke loose from where they had it tied off at, and they had to send some people out to try to find it out in the middle of the bay, which they did. So right out here is where the infamous Cable Junction scene, the scene where Brody, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, which that movie's over 50 years old. If you ain't seen it by now, well, tough luck. Spoiler alert. That was the scene. This was the led to the scene where Chief Brody held up the underwater power cable that the shark, unfortunately for the shark, took a big bite out of, which led to its very toasty demise. That scene happened right here, folks. Right here. It's just amazing. I've watched that movie millions of times, especially when I was a kid, and it's just so crazy how I finally get to visit filming locations of Jaws 2. I mean, isn't that so cool? Like, the Cable Junction scene, one of the coolest scenes in any of the Jaws films. It's filmed right out there. Right out there. How freaking cool is that, man? Roy Schneider, the legendary Roy Schneider, was right out there. And Chief Brody was right out there at one time. That is so cool. So, but this is a public access beach area, so feel free to come out here, guys. If you need to know where it's at, drop a line in a comment. I'll be happy to help you out. Well, we're going to go on to Fort Pickens now and look at all that. See you soon. We are now at the Fort Pickens National Park area. And this location was used for the infamous lighthouse and orca scenes where they found the dead orca on the beach. These were all filmed here in this area, and we're going to go try to find the area to where they were filmed. So stick around. Right here, what you are looking at is the actual spot where they filmed the infamous killer whale scene that was found dead on the beach in the movie Jaws 2. The boy and the girl, which the boy was chasing the girl, they would have come out around this area over one of these hills and on down, and then they would have found it somewhere right here in this area. It was not a real killer whale, and no, it was not Willie from Free Willy. I did some verification on that. Just don't get your heartstrings tied up over that. It was not Free Willy. And right off over here is where they had the artificial lighthouse. And I say artificial because it was only constructed for the use of the movie. It was not a real lighthouse, but if you look right over there, that's a real lighthouse. But right there is where the lighthouse would have been. And right here, ladies and gentlemen, this little sandy beach area right here is where the killer whale that the shark mutilated would have been right here in this spot. And it is a hot day on the beach here in Fort Pickens National Park. If you come out here, wear some sunscreen because it is really hot today. So this is actually like I said, a national park. Cool fact, Geronimo was actually housed here, so I'm going to walk around and look at some of the historical areas, document some of that way I can bring back with me to share with you guys. It's a beautiful park, got a lot of rich history here. You can actually camp here too and go fishing. If you come out here today, be real careful. Right behind me here, I don't know if you can see it, lots of jellyfish. Lots of jellyfish. So if you do not want to get stung by a jellyfish, watch where you step, because they will latch onto you with their little arms, tentacles, and they will sting you. They will grab onto you and go, you know. Well, not that dramatic, but you know what I'm saying. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. We'll see what we can come up with. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos, hit that subscribe button and follow us on Facebook.